Hello and welcome back to Shadowrun Returns, where we are presumably on our way to the end of the game. This really feels like the equivalent of a boss fountain. We're getting our team together and heading for a climactic battle, so unless they decide to pull a twist on me, I'd be a little surprised. We did not allow many opportunities during our briefing for you to ask questions, Shadowrunner. You may ask them now. See my last episode for my complaints about this writing style for his German accent. How did the insect spirits get here? When the membrane between planes thins, the insect spirits reach into the mind of a shaman and begin their manipulation, playing on weaknesses and offering unlimited power if the rituals needed to bring the spirits here are performed. But once a shaman takes an insect spirit as a totem, they begin an inevitable decline into insanity, slowly losing their humanity. Eventually, the shaman completely succumbs, showing the contentment and sense of clear purpose, choosing the contentment and sense of clear purpose that being part of a hive provides. Perform your role. Serve your queen. That is all. If Lofwyr had seen this before and knew another was coming, why didn't he move faster? Based upon the previous cycles of magic, the first insects are not due to appear for another 700 years. My Lord Lofwyr believed he was well ahead of schedule. Something is different this time. It is concerning. Okay, well, that seems like it's an important note that should have been in the briefing. Why do you think it's different this time? Perhaps it is due to the population of humans and metahumans on Earth being so much higher than in previous ages. As a result, the volume of magic created by sentient beings is correspondingly higher. Or perhaps it is the density of the population, coupled with the advances of society and technology that has altered things. Magic has never turned to a world like this one before. Magic has never returned to a world like this one before. The density of sentient creatures, coupled with the density of information, coupled with a new concept, the technological persistence of memory, heightens the society's existential angst. Thus, more people realize how truly horrible existence is, simultaneously. That in itself may be a form of magic. Lofwyr is studying the question now. So I was thinking it a little bit in the last episode, but this is a bit more of a direct tie to it. I think on maybe one or two occasions before, I've talked about Warhammer 40k and what a fascinating universe I find that to be, even if I'm not, the biggest fan of everything to do with it. There's a lot of sort of interesting parallels in the ideas of sort of alternate realms versus like the warp in 40k, and the idea of the psychic reality of physical beings' thoughts affecting the way that other parallel realities or non-physical realities are manifested, literally or figuratively. So I that's something that is not explored very often in fiction, and I think is really interesting. It gives a lot of potential for writing possibilities. So it's interesting to see it again. As I've said, I don't really know Shadowrun well enough to know how much that's explored. But it's kind of interesting. Anyway, what's it like to serve a great dragon? The German man's eyes narrow. Do not misconstrue my relationship with Lord Lofwyr. I do not serve. Okay. And nothing else, huh? Where do the insect spirits come from? As the level of magic in the sixth world grows, for lack of a better word, the distance between... there's a different way to say this. As the level of magic in the sixth world grows, for lack of a better word, the distance between the various planes of reality decreases. When the membrane between the planes is thin enough, ritual magic may be used to draw beings from one to another. Good luck. Alright, dude. Not super helpful. May I provide spells, spirit foci, or fetishes to help you in this critical quest? I have a question first. Speak it. Were you spying on me at the Seamstresses Union? His eyes widen at the question. You mistake your importance, Alice. No, I was not spying on you. Until Mr. Telestrian's summons, you were beneath my notice. I saw only a customer. Now, do you require my magic? Are you really here? Algernon's face takes on a dreamy expression. Are any of us? Yes, Alice, I am here. And at the Seamstresses Union, and a myriad of other places. On to the work at hand. Who are you? I am a peddler of magical spells, spirits, and foci, nothing more. Truly? No. Can I see what you're selling? All right. What have we got? Okay. I forget what I was looking at the last time. Or what I had thought about picking up. Obviously, at the moment, my slots are full, and I don't see a huge amount of reason to swap what I have. Yeah, I think we're kind of good there. Just a second. Excuse me. Oh. Ugh. Frickin' allergies. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I wish I... Oh, right. Here. I can see it. Okay. This frickin' UI needs help. Are those the only fetishes I have? I could have sworn I had picked up some... Oh, here. Maybe in my current equipment? Yeah, okay. Force 4, Force 1, Force 1, okay. So, should I buy... Hold on, why does my money matter? He said he was going to bankroll me. Well, I don't know, what else am I going to do with my money, right? Here we go. Get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. Add. Oh, God, the fact that it scrolls up is so bad. Get rid of that. I want these in order. You'll have to forgive me. There we go. All right. That seems pretty good. Let's see what the butler has to say. Oh, hey, we can talk to Maria Louise. Come on. There we go. I was listening. Sounds bad. Yep. Thank you for everything. Could be worse. Could be raining. She smiles. It's Seattle. You look like you have a question. Boy, these sure would be good questions to have asked at the time instead of now. Why were you locked up at the Universal Brotherhood? Father didn't approve of my boyfriend and tried to scare him off. Something went wrong and Hakeem ended up in a wheelchair. Father covered the whole thing up and lied to me about Hakeem. He told me horrible things. Her jaw clenches, and I believed him. My Aunt Lynn told me the truth about Hakeem and how my father lied. She preyed upon my anger. I was so disgusted with him, it was easy for her to get me to leave and join her new family at the Universal Brotherhood. What did Lynn Telestrian and the Universal Brotherhood want with you? Aunt Lynn was very excited to have me there, almost manic. She talked about the inner circle and how I was going to be at its center. She said I would be their queen. The way she spoke, it was as if she'd seen God or something. Her eyes close and she hugs herself tightly. But it's not a God she sees. It's bugs. Only bugs. Was it Hakeem who helped you in the Matrix? I suspect that may be who Baron Smetty is. Oh, here we go. Yep. Yes, even after my father ruined his life and convinced me to hate him, he's still been watching over me. My angel in cyberspace, Baron Smetty. After we escaped, I told Hakeem about the Brotherhood and about the bugs. It was his idea to steal Project Aegis, so you could go back into the Universal Brotherhood and exterminate the bugs. But I don't know how he knew about it. Baron Smetty just knows things. So what did Hakeem tell you about us breaking into your father's office? Nothing. I haven't spoken to him since last night. Why? What happened? He hasn't contacted you? No, and I thought he would by now. Did something happen to him? Well, fuck, I don't know if either of these are true. We don't know anything about him. This is our first knowledge of who he even is. The first knowledge that he's even a person instead of just a ghost in the machine. So, I'm sure he's okay. He was in the Matrix the whole time. That's what I thought. Hakeem is amazing in the Matrix. I'm sure I'll hear from him soon. Wait, did I not have anything else I could say? I thought I had other dialogue options. Did I get locked out of them? Shit. Alright, Snooty McSnootface. Is there something I can clarify for you? Tell me more about Project Aegis. Telestrian Industries Corporation has been working on Project Aegis for 2 years without fully understanding its use. Lofear did not trust me with the information. My engineers finally met the Dragon's specifications 3 months ago, and had just begun the production process when my cousin Lynn... Cousin? Wait, that doesn't... Hold on, now I'm confused, because if... That... Hold on, is that right? I get... Wait. Why is this hard? My brain is struggling to, like, make the connections. I don't know why. I'm, like, thinking about my own family. And like, I don't have this relationship in my family, in my extended family. So I'm like, wait, is his cousin his daughter's aunt? It's not really. His sister would be his daughter's aunt. Huh. I mean, I guess it's still it's a similar relation, but it's not... They're not blood relatives at the same level, right? And aunt and uncle tend to imply, your parents' siblings. Not, like, and then they're, their spouses. But, I don't know. That's a weird one. It's not one I've ever really given thought to. Anyway, Um, let's see. My cousin Lynn hired Shadowrunners to destroy the lab and the factory, leaving us only the sample you stole. Why was Marie Louise taken by the Universal Brotherhood? He pauses before answering. The host for the Queen is chosen very carefully, as the interactions between the Queen and lead shaman are critical. A family connection between the two roles is ideal. As you have discovered, my father's indiscretion with Melinda Watts, you know that Jessica Watts, the shaman, and Marie Louise are related by blood. I would appreciate that if that information remained in the shadows. Yeah, but at what? Okay. I guess. That's weird. I'm not I'm just thinking about why they even bothered to make Lynn Telestrian and Jessica Watts different people, and why, because they didn't make why they didn't make Lynn James's brother, unless they're trying to imply a like a more distant emotional relationship, and why they're not more invested in each other's lives or something like that. But they're already estranged, so it doesn't seem like that's really a good argument. Like, narratively speaking, would it not make more sense? I don't know. Why does Lynn Telestrian exist at all? Why couldn't it simply be Jessica Watts being Sam's half-sister by James Telestrian II? I don't see any reason why Lynn needs to be there. Functionally, it would strengthen Jessica's character if she played both roles, I think. Like, with almost no other changes. Because it works both into her motivations and it deepens her character in general by making her investments in multiple aspects of, we've got all these different factions working with each other, or coming to sort of a confluence. So if Jessica played both roles and was right at the very center of it all, of being the connection between Sam and both portions of the Telestrian family and Sam. Well, there isn't a second portion of the Telestrian family. It's just James Telestrian and his daughter, Jessica Watts, Sam, who is our connection to it, and then her mother. But now I'm starting to lose the plot, because wasn't the original, like, the whole reason we're back in here is because Jessica, like, repoed Melinda's organs, is essentially the deal. But that sort of plot has just sort of dropped off completely. I don't even remember if there was an explained reason why. Like, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, the reason was just, I want my mom's body back, and I hate everyone who has ever, like, directly or indirectly done me wrong. Is that not the answer? It has been, this has taken me quite a while to play, so I certainly could have forgotten aspects of it, but, like, even if I'm wrong, that's not a good sign that, like, the writing is not tight enough for me to remember, because it doesn't tie directly into what we're doing now, right? it almost makes me like the Emerald City Ripper arc is done, question mark. Like, we dealt with that, but it was never concluded, so to speak. Right? Because it led into this other conflict via Jessica. And really the turning point for that was the battle in the graveyard, where we discovered the connection between Lynn Telestrian and Jessica Watson. Again, like, at that point, why are they not the same character? I don't know. It just seems overly complicated. Could have tightened it up a lot. How do I use Aegis? My people have weaponized the Project Aegis formula by creating shells which, when fired, propel a high-velocity cloud of the material. That's not... She said... Your assistant said stream before, not cloud. Cloud of the material, which should be effective at killing exposed insect spirits. There are more effective ways to deliver Aegis, obviously, but time was of the essence, and I needed to improvise. Somehow I doubt you needed to improvise. I think your scientists needed to improvise. Don't pat yourself on the back too much. All right. Fuck you, McCluskey. Can I, like, deck you once before we go? You're gonna die, asshole. We're all gonna die, McCluskey. Yeah, but you're gonna die screaming. What is your major malfunction, dude? You're not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere, huh? What are you gonna fucking shoot me, you piece of shit? I'm saving the world. In addition to the Aegis-loaded launchers we will provide, I am authorized to outfit you with anything from weapons to supplies to clothing. Okay. What have you got? Shotgun, 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 shotgun. Hold on. Damage 16. Oh, right. Okay, so those are the... so I think the three I have equipped are... Okay, the Ares, the FN, and the H and K. And I have the AK stashed. So I could buy the Colt. Which does 15, which is less than the Ares. I'm mostly using the Ares anyway, but I don't see any reason not to buy and equip the one that does more damage on the chance that I have to use a second weapon. I'm not going to carry any grenades. It's not my thing. Oh, premium medkits. I think I will take those. Don't mind if I do. Why did it reorder these? Why is the... going up here to remove the items bothers me to no end. Premium... don't make me scroll down every time, you assholes. Okay, and then, let's see. We've got 12 with a capacity of 36, 12 with a capacity of 32. So, we'll add the Colt. So we've got the FN, the Colt, and the Ares. Okay. Let me see your gear. Nothing new here, huh? I don't think... Does it really not show what gear I'm wearing? It's this, but... I don't really see... Short of going to the full high-grade street armor, the quickness and HP increase seems best. I think we're good. All right. Presumably I need to hire a team. I have a few questions for... Are you ready to get knee-deep in ectoplasm? I have a few questions first. So, who are you? I am he as you are he, as you are me, and we are all together. Oh. It's the Beatles. Excuse me? He seems disappointed that you didn't get his joke. You are excused. He bows with a flourish. I am Harlequin, the Lightbearer, last knight of Crying Spire, he who manipulates Shadowrunners and fights duels with assholes. And for the next hour or two, I am at your service. How do we kill an insect spirit again? Ah, the fun gory stuff. Step 1. Damage the bug using conventional weapons and magic until the spirit is released from the host body. Step 2. Shoot the insect spirit using the Project Aegis launcher that Telestrium's people created. Step 3. Keep shooting until either the spirit is destroyed or you are bug food. Rinse, repeat. What's the connection between the bugs and the Universal Brotherhood? Harlequin's eyes glitter at the question. Oh, this one is genius. Genius! Talk about hiding in plain sight. This cycle, the bugs didn't use some whacked-out shaman in a small rural village as their portal. They are thinking big. They set up shop in every major city, created a major marketing campaign, and then began aggressively recruiting the dropouts, the disaffected, and the deranged, just like any good cult. If Aegis fails, if we fail, the world will be absolutely overrun by bugs. It's brilliant. Well, I don't think that's actually true based on what else you've told me, because it sounds like they can't manifest in our world without having a host shaman of some kind. So they may have, breached the veil between the planes, but they can't manifest in real space without a host, right? Like that was sort of the whole spiel we were given. So the implication that they set up the Universal Brotherhood on their own is like not quite right. Does Hans Brockhaus really work for a great dragon? He winks. No. I'll be back. Okay, I'm not sure what I guess they're gonna give us a team. Or once I say I'm ready, they'll let me choose. I don't know which. Anyway, I'm gonna cut the episode here and we'll get to that next time. See you guys then.